morning. Welcome to the Community Voice. I'm Steve Gradick, your host. Delighted to have you with us on this beautiful morning. And we're very pleased to have in the studio. Before we get started, I want to thank Tanner Health System and Oak Mountain Academy for their sponsorship and their commitment to this program. Well, we're pleased to have back, it's an annual pilgrimage, if you will, Kim Jones, President of the Community Foundation of West Georgia, and Cindy Sanders, Manager, Communications Partnership. Good morning, ladies.
Good morning.
Thank you so much for having
Cindy,
us.
how long have you been? You've been here several
1 year.
1 year.
Last week.
Yeah.
Or the week before. Yeah, 1
I
year.
thought that was relative. For me, that means relatively new.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
Someone your age is like an eternity, I guess. But we're going to get more into Cindy and Community Foundation West Georgia and Power of the Purse. But we've got a little bit of a change coming on. This is breaking news that Dancing Dream is coming to town September 21st, 2023. And this is a Power of the Purse event. And it's a little bit change up of what we've been doing the last 4 or 5 years. And we've been pleased to be able to promote it every year for the past several years. So Cindy, I'm just going to turn it over to you. Tell us what is Dancing the Dream and why this year is particularly exciting for the fundraiser.
Well, Dancing Dream is an ABBA tribute band. So anybody that's a fan of Mamma Mia,
SOS.
yes, Gimme Gimme Gimme, yeah, all of those
Fernando.
songs. Yeah. So if you're a fan of that, you will love Dancing Dream. And it's exciting this year because it's something that the Community Foundation has never done before. It's an outdoor venue, the Pavilion on Oak Mountain, and they're going to come in and give us a great show. There's going to be food. It's just going to be a lot of fun. It's a big switch up from things that they've done in the past.
Well, it's a big switch up from the Performing Arts Center.
Yes.
We're going to tell us about the venue, because a lot of us, even including myself, haven't really been there since it's been renovated and everything. So this is going to be the Oak Mountain Pavilion.
Yes,
So-
on Stripling Chapel Road
Correct.
is where it's located. It's a great space. It's a big covered area, big stage, lots of parking.
Yeah, it used to be where Oak Mountain Academy was.
It used to be the gym, didn't it? Wasn't it the gym at Oak Mountain Academy? What was it then?
I don't think so. That may be breaking news for sure. I don't know about that.
I thought it was.
But no, it originally, was Oak Mountain Academy, and this was like
Right.
their gym, and then
Right,
the
that's what I'm saying.
county had it,
Right.
and then they basically it was a gymnastics facility for a number of years for the county, and then they were going to tear it down, and Michelle Morgan said, well, wait a minute, this has still got good bones.
Well, that's what I mean.
Yeah, so they took it all down, kind of basically to the structure.
Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah, to the structure.
And so they fixed it up. It's got really great ceiling fans. It's got great restroom. It's got great parking. I mean, it's a great facility. So when Michelle, we were talking to her about it, she had mentioned that space, and I wasn't familiar with it either, but I think people are really going to be surprised, and I think it's going to really open the door for the county to have some additional events, because it's a great venue space.
Well, Cindy, are you a little nervous? I mean, this is a big change from Performing Arts Center, air conditioning, and
It is, and it's the first, I want to say it's the first Community Foundation event that I have been a part of from the very beginning. Because when I came last year, the Karen Morgan event was already kind of going, and I kind of came in at the end of that. So maybe a little bit nervous, but more excited. There's definitely a lot more pieces to planning an event like this than there is, having one speaker come. But I think that's kind of the fun of it. It's multifaceted. There's going to be a lot going on, a lot of excitement. I think it's going to be great.
tell us, because we're going to go over this a couple of times, but I'd like to go ahead and mention it. So, tickets. How do you go about getting tickets?
You can go to the Townsend Center website, or you can go to our website, which is cfwg.net. We've got a link on there. They're handling the ticketing for us, and you can order that way.
So Townsend Center's still handling the ticketing. That's
Yes.
a big help.
Yes.
It's a huge help.
Yes.
Now, because I haven't been there, so do you bring your own chairs to this, or are the chairs provided?
We're going to be providing chairs.
Wow.
So,
that's
yeah,
kinda
we
cool.
originally were going to have bring your own, but then we realized, that was kind of a pain in the neck, and so we thought we'd make it a little easier. So yes, chairs will be provided. So,
Yeah.
but honestly, I think it's going to be so much fun. I don't think people are really going to want to have the chairs because I think they're going to want to be up dancing and having a good time. So
Uh-oh, Dancing Queen here.
there you go. There you go.
Demonstration?
No.
All
I'm
right.
a backstage girl, not a.
Oh, is that it?
Yeah.
You're,
Yeah,
you're,
definitely
you're a
backstage girl.
producer. You're,
Yeah.
you're a roadie. All right. Little Wikipedia. The ABBA. Now, of course, this is Dancing Dream. It's a tribute band. So
Right.
how did you find them, and tell us a little bit about their history.
I actually wasn't a part of that. Kim, how did you find them?
Actually, Tim Chapman, wonderful Tim Chapman. Because actually, how this all came about was, as you mentioned, Power of the Purse has been around for 15 years, and we've done plays and we've done comedians, and so we were just kind of brainstorming trying to do something different, and so we were thinking, we also want to highlight and elevate women and their contributions and their work in the community, and so somebody came up and said, hey, well, why don't we have a band? And so we reached out, and so I originally wanted, I think, the Go-Go's or something, and Tim very quickly told me, you can't afford the Go-Go's, and kind of hurt my feelings a little bit, but that's okay. And so he said, what about a tribute band? And so Tim, with all his 150 million connections, those actually two really good ones, and one's in California, one's in New York, and this group is out of New York, and we previewed some tapes and decided these were the groups, and they actually had availability. They tour a good bit, and so they had availability, so we were able to snag them.
Well, Wikipedia, ABBA was among the best-selling music artists in history with 200 million sold records worldwide. The group was ranked third best-selling singles artist in the UK with a total of 11.3 million singles sold by November 3rd, 2012. They're the first group from a non-English speaking company to achieve consistent success in charts throughout the world. They were real big in Australia, too.
Well, this is also the 25th anniversary of Mamma Mia this year, and so we kind of are able to play on top of that. So I think we're actually seeing kind of multi-generational. I mean, there's folks like my age who remember like the legit ABBA, and then there's this whole other younger group that remembers kind of the Mamma Mia, then the musical and that kind of stuff. So this is the 25th anniversary of that.
That's kind of where I was headed. This is really if you're going to step out on a different type of event, this particular group and this music really does cross all kinds of boundaries, and the popularity of it was enormous.
And this group does all the costume changes that people are accustomed to seeing, the real ABBA do or whatever, and they sound very much like them. I mean, if you close your eyes, they sound exactly like them. So we're just really excited to celebrate the 15 years of the Power of the Purse with something a little different.
Okay, our guests this morning are Cindy Sanders and Kim Jones, Community Foundation of West Georgia, Power of the Purse. We're going to talk more about Power of the Purse and the Community Foundation, but first, these words.
The AP Scholar Journey at Oak Mountain Academy is designed to provide students with a clearly defined advanced placement curriculum track to earn a series of distinctions upon graduation. This journey enables academically prepared students to pursue college-level studies throughout 17 AP courses in 5 subject categories while enrolled at OMA. I'm Patrick Uran, head of school, inviting you to journey with us on the mountain. For more information, visit us at oakmountain.us. Discover your journey at OMA. Prepare, explore, and achieve.
Health is a journey. It's making better choices, even when it's not easy. It's taking care of yourself and the people you love. At Tanner Health System, we're there for you with every step, with primary care, heart care, cancer care, women's care, orthopedics, surgical services, and so much more. We're dedicated to helping you live and feel your best. So let's get on that journey to health. You've got places to be for many years to come. Find us at tanner.org.
Okay, ABBA trivia. The name of the band is the first name of each of the members of the band, and they were married initially, and the popularity tended to get the best of them, and unfortunately, tragically, they divorced, but they reunited, and very interesting group. Let's talk about Power of the Purse. We didn't really delve into it. It was created 15 years ago. It's for predominantly to serve women and children's needs in the area that Community Foundation West Georgia serves. Who wants to kick it off and give us a little history and background? Would that be the president?
Sure. Power of the Purse, actually, when we got started, it was during an economic downturn, and we were just trying to figure out of different ways we could engage and help the community in a different way. And so we actually, hosted the initial luncheon and asked women just to come and just kind of hear us out and just see if it was a good idea. And it took off far better than, in fact, I jokingly say, we basically told people just come to this lunch and just listen. And before we left, people were handing us checks, and which was great and unexpected. So you kind of fast forward to this year, the Power of the Purse Fund has distributed over $156,000 to women's and children's initiatives over the last 15 years. And so events like this enable us to have more money to give away to help more groups. And so last year we helped several groups, and there's a maximum grant of $2,000. And so we fund what I call a lot of niche needs. The application is very simple, so one page. And so instead of somebody filling out the full application of the foundation, they just need just a little bit of money. A lot of times it's a seed money. They've got a great idea and want to try it out. But for instance, we did things like last year with CASA. We purchased the funds purchased laptops for case managers to have when they go on site, and particularly when they go to court. They were literally taking down notes by pen and paper. So this helps them do their work a little bit better. We also, there's a wide variety. We did Keep Carroll Beautiful that provided youth education about watershed pollution. And we also did one for a group that a lot of people may not be familiar with called Impact, and it's Molding Passionate Creative Kids. And they provide, they work with this after-school program that basically helps enlighten kids about what their career opportunities are, is what this specific funding did. But we funded a lot of different things.
Well, now, so is Power of the Purse like a subset or a division of Community Foundation? How's that work?
It's a fund. It's actually a fund that we manage. And so we handle the grant program, but then we have volunteers that, provide the leadership, and help us plan the luncheon and this event. And then we have volunteers that's going to help us pull this off, because this particular event is probably one of the biggest things we've ever done, particularly for Power of the Purse. And so we are trying to activate a good many volunteers to help us pull this event off.
So the board oversees Power of the Purse?
Yes, we do.
Okay. Well, we're going to delve a little more into Community Foundation in a minute. But first, Cindy, you were saying this was your first year anniversary?
Yes, it just was on the 16th of August.
Well,
I've been here for a year.
congratulations.
Thank you.
What brought you tell us a little something about yourself. What brought you to the Community Foundation West Georgia?
Divine intervention.
Okay.
I would say, yeah, I don't really know how else
I'd agree with that.
I don't know.
There's no better reason than that.
Yeah, no. I kind of stumbled into marketing 6 years ago, and I lost my position due to COVID, as many did.
Sure.
And I just freelanced from my home for 2 years. And through someone that we mutually know, I kind of met you first through, I have a children's philanthropy, a girls philanthropy group called the Pretty Georgia Peaches for middle school girls, which is a different thing. But I came to Kim to ask advice about how to get that started, and then they had a position open, and I applied, and
So we snagged her.
Yeah, I'm here.
Or somebody else did.
And I love it.
Good.
Yeah.
So you're going to stick around?
I am.
Well, that's
As
good.
long as she'll have me. I do enjoy it.
Well, that's good. Kim, I won't ask you your story, but you've been Community Foundation West Georgia 21 years or 22. What is it? Do you know?
We started in, legally we're 02, and then I came in 03.
Okay, so you came right when it just first started. Out of a little bit of a government background, as I recall.
Yep,
I
that's
think
true.
I think I was there.
You probably were.
I think,
We were both in there since the beginning of times.
yeah, since George Washington, we've been there.
Yeah, that's right.
Anyway, for those who don't know, tell us about the Community Foundation West Georgia, the area that it serves, and its mission.
Sure. We serve Carroll, Harrison, and Heard County. We basically work with people to help them unleash their potential when it comes to philanthropy and giving. And I will say, too, and you know this from all your years of doing your work, is that this is an incredibly generous community. And so we just mainly try to help them do that strategically. We obviously, the money comes in, and they have different funds, like Power of the Purse is a fund, an individual, a corporation, church, school, or whatever could have a fund with us, we invest those funds fairly conservatively, and then those earnings is basically tax-free money they have to give away. And so, donors can direct their funds to any number of things. And a lot of times people come to us and say, hey, what are you doing? Or do you know anybody that's working in this area or that area? And so then we try to help them invest those funds to the best we possibly can, and it's just a really cool opportunity. Then the grant programs like the Power of the Purse, we actually have 5 different grant programs we manage. We're currently in the decision making process for the community impact grants, which is our largest round. It's about $350,000, but we're also moving more to what we call transformational work, and really kind of looking overall in the community, how can we best kind of marshal the resources on a much larger scale to really do some impactful projects in the community. So it's not necessarily here's a grant, here's just send them the check. It's a lot more thoughtfulness maybe behind that process.
Sorry. Anyway, tell us, so of that, the vast majority of the dollars stay local.
Oh, yes. In fact, year before last, we did a study on it, and it was well over 90%. Because we actually do, have donors that live outside our community that use us. They like it because we have a small staff. We're very hands-on with our donors. But you're right, the vast majority of the funds do stay local. And that's what I think a lot of times people don't really think about is the economic impact that nonprofits have in our community. I mean, we on average distribute probably, $6 or $7 million a year, and the vast majority of it does stay local. And those dollars, you give money to a nonprofit, then they pay their power bill, they pay their employees, and so those dollars just keep rolling in our community. And so it's a really good way to invest. And I tell people all the time, would you rather have your money invested locally, or do you want to send it to Atlanta or Washington and let them decide? That's usually a no-brainer decision.
And then they take a huge cut.
Yeah.
Huge cut. What counties do you serve?
We cover Carroll, Haralson, and Heard counties.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. So it really, the significance of Community Foundation also includes the fact that it keeps our West Georgia region independent, and so we have a stronger community life because of that.
Mm-hmm. I think so.
Yeah. Okay.
I think so.
Well, very good. And the other thing too is if someone who's putting a few years on, like myself, mm-hmm. you want to give here, you want to give there, you want to kind of give everywhere, mm-hmm. but this helps that person that mm-hmm. wants to give and has the resources to give, does it not?
Yeah, I think so. I had a board member several years ago, and he called it, you need to have a philanthropic budget as well as you have a household budget. And because you get to the end of the year and you say, well, and there's nothing wrong with this, giving 50 here, 25 here, and all that kind of stuff. But when you add that up at the end of the year, people do their taxes, what actual impact did I have, with those mm-hmm. little gifts? And so those little gifts do add up. But then also, would there be an opportunity to maybe, bundle all those together and make it a little bit more strategic? And so that's what we're there for, just because we work with all these nonprofits on a day-to-day basis. We know them inside and out, but we also do due diligence. We pull their 990. We look at, how their monies are spent and what their community impact is. And I will say in the 20 plus years I've been doing this, there's only been 2 times I've had to call a donor back and say, we can't recommend this particular group. And I'm happy to say neither one of them exists in our community anymore. We usually have a pretty good track record of if you don't do what you're supposed to do, then you're not going to last in this community very long.
Tell us about the initial origin of the Community Foundation. How was it conceived? How was it birthed?
Sure. Roy Richards Jr. had actually seen the Community Foundation concept across the country and other places and tried 2 other times to get it together, but invited some local leaders to literally sit around a kitchen table at Dr. Burson's house and said, hey, look, here's an idea. But at that point, he was also ready to invest the funds. And so he said, I will basically donate $3 million of unrestricted funds, which is phenomenal, if the community can raise 4. And he gave them, I think, 18 months to do it, and they did it in 6. And so we basically started out of the gate. And he also gave us some operational money and also provided an attorney to help, get all the legal documentation together. And so, that's actually how we're able to give away this $350,000. And I will tell you, my colleagues that I've talked to, a lot of them don't have the kind of unrestricted money that we do to give away. And so that, to me, that's very selfless and unselfish giving when people say, and we actually use people in the community to help us make those decisions. We have on average 20 to 40 people who sit on grant panels and help us review. And in fact, the leadership or the members of the Power of the Purse, they actually decide where this grant money goes to. This year they'll give away $16,000, and so they actually read the grant applications and then they decide where the money goes. So it's a very kind of bottom up kind of decision making process.
So you
not
have a
top
board
down.
too, correct?
Yes, we
How-
do.
how many members?
We have 16 board members.
That's
Richard
a large
Davis
board.
is our chair. Of
Wayne Davis Concrete?
Wayne Davis Concrete, and is doing a great job. And we have a great cross section of all 3 counties that serve on our board.
All right. Well, very good. Good history. Congratulations.
Well, thank
Amazing service to the community for decades now.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to take a break, come back, and we're going to talk about ABBA and more about Dancing Dream when we return on the Community Voice.
The customized academic scholar journey at Oak Mountain Academy is individually designed to provide students with a personalized, clearly defined academic track that earns the student a series of distinctions upon graduation. This journey enables academically driven students to pursue a focused, rigorous course of study personalized to their wants and desires. I'm Patrick Uran, head of school, inviting you to journey with us on the mountain. For more information, visit us at oakmountain.us. Discover your journey at OMA. Prepare, explore, and achieve.
Health is a journey. It's making better choices, even when it's not easy. It's taking care of yourself and the people you love. At Tanner Health System, we're there for you with every step, with primary care, heart care, cancer care, women's care, orthopedics, surgical services, and so much more. We're dedicated to helping you live and feel your best. So let's get on that journey to health. You've got places to be for many years to come. Find us at tanner.org.
Good morning. Welcome back to Community Voice, and we're talking about ABBA and Dancing Dream, a tribute band. It's coming to town September 21st to raise money for Power of the Purse. We have Cindy Sanders, who's celebrating her 1-year anniversary with the Community Foundation of West Georgia, and this is a step out. This is different from the last several years. We've had some great shows, but you got to change things up.
That is true.
That's called marketing.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you. Very good. Yay! Give that guy a check, a blue check mark. Anyway, tell us about the event. Who's welcome? I mean, historically, yeah, guys can come, but this time maybe more so. Can who's invited? This is
Anybody, everybody's invited.
and
If they buy a ticket.
Yes, if they buy a ticket.
and they don't necessarily have to be from close by. You can invite
No.
family and friends from far off.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's open to anyone. Tickets, again, you can get on the Townsend Center website, or you can go to our website, which is cfwg.net, and there's a pop-up on there that will link you to the Townsend Center to buy tickets. They're $35 each. If you've got a group of 10 or more, they're $30 each. I believe is the discount on that. Gates open at 5:30. We are making plans with Josh McCorsley on doing a pre-order. Yes.
Ooh, good.
Yes, we love his food.
Yeah, he's gonna do pre-order 3 different options, so people can basically pre-order the food, or that they can eat in one of the local restaurants before they come. But the show actually will start at 7, and it's got about a 90-minute running time with a 20-minute intermission. So everybody will be home in plenty of time. I know it's a school night. I know it's but we can do one school night, and they should be home before too terribly late. But yeah, we think it's going to be a great show.
21st is a Thursday, right?
It
Thursday
is.
night, yeah.
Okay.
And we have some great sponsors, and we are still taking sponsorships. If any local businesses would like to be a part of that, they can get on our website, and there's more information on there.
Good. So, and also, church groups, big buses,
Oh, yeah.
you can bring, big family buses or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
But we do need to mention that tickets are limited because the venue does have a limited
What's
seating.
the limit?
Right now, it's right around 300, and
Okay.
and so that's why we're kind of here today to kind of say, literally, buy your tickets now, So, because we do not expect there to be any available the day of, but if there are, obviously, we'll have those at the gate. But I wouldn't, if I was somebody, I would not count on that happening. The ticket sales have really picked up in the last week or so. So we probably, if they're thinking about going, go ahead and get your friend group together and get your tickets.
Okay, excellent. Okay, well, very good. And so you're still taking sponsors, and they can look at the website to see who's already.
Yes, cfwg.net. There's a Power of the Purse drop-down menu, and it'll link you to our sponsorship options.
Okay. Well,
been-
that sounds good.
And we've been highlighting our sponsors on our social media. So if
Yeah.
people are not following us on Instagram or Facebook, we encourage them to do that, and they'll get up-to-the-minute information. And they'll also be getting the link, hopefully, this week or next about pre-ordering their food with Josh. That's how people find out about it.
Yes.
Well, now this is basically the annual fundraising event for Power of the Purse, and every year it's been very, very successful. Correct?
Yeah. Yes, we've done really. The community has responded, and we're very appreciative of that. And also too, we've always tried to make our events affordable. I mean, this is the tickets are $35, and so we're encouraging everybody because and actually kind of how we ended up doing this was we had a POP member who before the women pay $100 to be a member of Power of the Purse. Half of that goes to current year grants and the other half goes to build the endowment. And they were upset because they didn't think we were giving away enough money. And I was like, well, this is on y'all. And so Cindy Denny actually was a POP member at that point in time, and so she wanted to do the play, so they did Steel Magnolias. And so this is a way for the ladies to add to the available money that we're able to give away.
15 years is a long time.
It is.
I mean, the track record is astounding.
Yeah.
I mean, it really is. I mean, it's not just saying that. I mean, how many communities, you can answer this. How many communities like ours have something like this?
Not a lot.
Not a lot.
Yeah. Georgia, all of Georgia's not even covered by a community foundation. So.
Right. I say that about our radio stations. How many communities now have radio stations like
Well,
that?
I think, to your point, though, I think a lot of it is the community foundation lives up to its name. Is truly about the community. And obviously, we have donors who, give money outside our community, but the vast majority of it stays here because people want to invest and we want to sustain what we've got and make it even better. There's always needs in the community. And so the Power of the Purse addresses specifically the needs of women and children. But we have other donors that have other interests. And so that diversity really just helps strengthen that fabric of our community.
All right, very good. Okay, Cindy, as we wrap it up, one last time, where do you get tickets? When should you go? How should you go about it? And what do you need to have a good time on Thursday, September 21st?
Okay, so if they will go to our website, cfwg.net, there will be a pop-up on the website that will link you to the Townsend Center to purchase tickets, or you can go to the Townsend Center website directly, either way.
And you can go by, can't you?
Yes, you
So
can.
you can
Ticket
go-
offices open Monday through Friday. I think it's 10 to 4 maybe or something.
Yeah, give them a hard time.
Yeah.
I want my tickets.
They're $35 each. If you've got a group of 10 or more, they're $30. It is September 21st at the Pavilion on Oak Mountain. Gates open at 5:30. Like Kim said, if everyone will kind of keep a watch on our social media, we'll have the link up to food hopefully in the next week or so. And if any ladies out there are interested in being a member of Power of the Purse, go to our website also then to cfwg.net. There's a Power of the Purse option, and it shows you how you can be a part of the circle.
And the weather's going to be perfect, right?
We hope.
Hope so,
do you
but
mean
if
we
not,
hope?
it's covered.
Yeah, it
It's-
is.
It's covered.
Yeah.
And look, right now it's 100 degrees. We got hurricanes coming. It's got to be, compared to that, it's going to be grand. It's going to be
It
great.
is. It is. We're going to speak it now.
That's right. It'll be like fall temperatures. And
Yes.
really, it will be nice.
yeah.
So, it makes sense. In a lot of ways, it makes sense. All right, well, ladies, I almost said gentlemen. Kim Jones and Cindy Sanders, Manager, Communications Partnership. Kim Jones, President, Community Foundation of West Georgia. The website, cfwg.net. You don't even have to spell anything. You just got to know 4 easy letters, cfwg.net, and you can learn more. Thank you all for coming in.
you for having
Congratulations
us.
on all that's been accomplished. And I hope everyone will go see The Dancing Dream,
Yeah.
because ABBA was a historic band. It's a great choice. So thank you for listening. We thank our sponsors, Tanner Health System and Oak Mountain Academy. And go out and make it a great day. You're in tune to WLBB Carrollton.